All right, so, okay, so I took a look at everything, I moved stuff around, back. So the biggest thing I'm getting from this, it's definitely very healing, right? We have this Empress energy with Epona's wild daughter here right in the heart. And it's like everything going on in this period is all about what is healing, what is nourishing, what is strengthening in my life, right? What strengthens me, what nourishes me. And there's like this evaluation of what's going on around you, within you. And, you know, because we see this with this Seven of Bones up here. And I just see spirit, like, you know, in this Nine of Bones here, the Strength card, all of it is just really speaking to me of stability, healing, strengthening, right? There's just like this massive shift that's happening. And I mean, we have, this breaks down to an 8 too. 2 8s right here, an 8 here, 8 here, 8 here, 8 here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 8s showing up here. That's like, it's just nuts. All right. At any rate, and then we have 1. We've got a 4 right here. So 2 4s coming in to kind of give it some stability. I mean, yeah, it all feels good. We got 2 9s. All right. At any rate, so let's go back here to your past position, the Death card. You have been going through this major transformation, right? This journey. And of course, this does have to do, you know, and I feel like this shift down here has something to do with this. The changing of the guard. I keep on talking about it. And you and, you know, the soul healing that's happening here. This could even have to do with Aquarius. And I am kind of feeling air energy coming from this Friends card. So I want to take it back that even the Glenkener here could be air energy. He's kind of, yeah, he's kind of airy. I still get, with the illusion, you know, I think of Neptune, which makes me think of you guys, Pisces. So... but yeah, I definitely see this as communication and air energy. At any rate. So you've been going through, you know, this death process. And I'm getting that something kind of major has happened in the past. Like a milestone in the process. Right? Because we have him, it's like you got nourished in some way. Right? You caught the prey. And this unfolding of the rose, this black rose, you know, it's like you're being, you've learned how to be nourished by that, the shadow work, right? Looking and seeing the beauty in the darkness, and, you know, the circle of life. And being nourished by some of those tougher processes, right? You're like seeing everything about it, right? It's like, and it's like a big milestone in this process, which is why we've got Epona's wild daughter here and soul healing here. You know, we've got the Empress. She's healing too. You know, this wisdom, we have the owl repeated here as well, right? And I feel like, yes, this is definitely that transformative process. This is the divine, right? I'm getting Kundalini energy with the Strength card here, the Death card here, this Eight of Stones here. We see the spine here, right? And the Kundalini moves up the spine. So I'm definitely, yeah, and even that, it's like we've got the Six of Plumes here, which is saying that there's more of a flow, right? We're kind of moving through some of those blocks. Huh. Okay, cool. But, that doesn't have to be for everybody. I do see that. But regardless, there is this divinity, right? The divine feminine and the healing and being one with earth. Earth angel here with these angel wings and earth being represented. And it's like, it's like you're getting strength, with the Strength right here and this Nine of Bones. This Knight of Stones, right? That's the light worker energy. There's like all around you. It's, even the Six of Bones, I'm seeing, it's like gifts strengthening you, giving you more stability, just all around. It's like you've found your life purpose. You are a light worker. You're, and I see this as like the heart here. You're lit up, you're connected. We see all this purple. This purple is right here too. The crystal coming out of the third eye. Totally connected, totally on the path and moving forward, right? This is, your communicate, this is the, air element. So this is your communication. This is your, what you're thinking about, right? It's like, you're just totally connected. You're speaking from your heart. You're speaking with passion and conviction. And it's giving, right? There's this givingness that's to it with this Six of Bones sitting here. And what are you getting in return? This has 6 fingers, right? It's like Spirit's giving you an extra appendage in order to allow you to give more, right? It's like, and this is coming directly from Spirit. So, I mean, this can come definitely in monetary form, right? It is a hand, right? But it can come in all kinds of ways. But whatever it is, it's a gift that is allowing you to, heal others, to continue on this path, and allow you to keep on giving. And yeah, I mean, it's like the equal give and take. And I do see with this Friends card and the Seven of Bones being here, I do see bounty. This is a lot of growth here. And whether this is Spirit, because this is purple, so this could be Spirit, right? And I kind of see this as that moon, and then I see this lit up here, right? It's like there's this, and this one's dark, right? This is the dark moon, which we have, the new moon in Scorpio coming up. So this could be an evaluation of the self as well, and maybe even like, how you interact with people. There could be some shadow stuff there, just because I was really drawn to the fact that I see this as the moon, but it's dark, right? But even that lights you up, right? You've learned how that exploring those parts of ourselves is healing, right? Which I'm getting with this Seven of Bones as well. But you have people that you're connecting with now. And it's an evaluation of who you connect with, who gives back, right? Who do you want to keep on interacting with? Who gives you, helps you grow, whereas who darkens you? Yeah. So that's a big part of this period, because this is what you're consciously doing right now. About, you know, connecting with people and the growth that it is giving you. Absolutely, you know, right? Because we have the Strength card, right? Really engaging in those friendships, those people that help grow you and strengthen you and make you feel more, you know, I've just seen you all so connected. All right, these are people that are on the path as well. And then down below, it's amazing. Like, I'm noticing the kind of red that's going on, and I see this, you know, it's mimicking the red that's in this 8 of Stones here. And I feel like, you know, this is, you know, the energies that are coming in with this, you know, it is at 8 degrees of Taurus, right? That's the big deal there. So, you know, it's like all of these energies, it's that shift that's happening. And in your subconscious, you know that what you're seeing, right, out in the world is not what is actually happening, right? That behind the veil kind of energy that you have. And I can't help but, you know, I always notice that his third eye is shut down. Yeah, I think you're seeing, like, the ugliness, you know, you know, people can't see, their third eyes are shut down. But you're also seeing how that is shifting, right? All of these energies, everything that's happening, you know that it's shifting everybody. Even the ones who are, like, you know, blind to it. Yeah. But it's changing you. It's part of this whole, you know, and it's, you know, it goes back to this once again. Knowing that if you do, you know, you're getting downloads and all this energy is coming in, and you know, it affects you physically, right? You still know that it's all part of the healing process, that it's actually nourishing, even if it doesn't feel good, right? Yeah, I mean, you're just aware of all of it, right? It's hard to grow a new appendage, right? It's not going to feel good. It's not going to be, you're going to have to learn how to use, you know, it's going to be helpful in the end, but it's kind of like figuring out how to really use it. It's going to be uncomfortable at first. Maybe people are going to look at you like you're, you know, like you have a third eye, you know? But you have support, right? From spirit, from someone who you've connected with that's on your path. And, you know, this is the action. This is the Strength card. And, you know, I don't really get a whole lot of action from this. You know, I feel like, because, and with the 9 of Bones either, I feel like you're kind of happy, right, in this evaluation mode where you are, just this knowing that you're healing, that this is all part of the healing process, and making plans for the future. This, you know, I love that they have this beetle here. This is the rhinoceros beetle, and it's the largest of all the beetles. They call it the Hercules beetle. But it also is able to, like, it's, I can't remember how much weight it can lift, but it's like the equivalent of somebody, a person lifting up like 20 men, right? Like 20 times their own size. I think it's something like that. And I was just reading about beetles. I came across something about beetles in general, that some of them have like shell, like this exoskeleton is so strong they can get run over by a car and it doesn't faze them. You know, it's just wild. And I'm also, you know, drawn to the green here, which is, once again, healing. And I think of Leo and that heart chakra, right? And just, yeah, I just feel like you're getting stronger and stronger and more connected with spirit, more just at ease and with grace moving through your life. And yeah, I mean, like we had this Knight of Stones here, and I'm just getting, you know, just being on the path, allowing the path to open before you. And then this Nine of Bones here in your water element, right? This is like, once again, what strengthens me, what's growing me, what gives me stability. And you're so just in your own element, so secure and confident in yourself and your own sustainability. You know, it's like, it's beautiful. It's like, it's just feeding you. Your interactions with others are feeding you. And if it's not, you're not participating. That's what I'm getting here. You know, and that brings me to Billie Holiday. Once again, I'm getting, you know, this very earthy energy, right? With the flowers and the plants. And, you know, she's the diva. And Billie Holiday, she was able to really, you know, one of her gifts was to really get into the song and what it meant and really convey that through her voice. And, you know, I feel like you're doing that as well, right? There's this healing, you know, and she healed through that. And that we have soul here as well. You know, voicing that you're healing with your voice as well, is what I'm getting. And that sometimes losing beats winning, right? It's like getting rid of the people in your life who don't serve you. And it might be a little bit, you know, painful, but in the end, you know, it's more abundance, more, you know, groundedness. And she is sitting above this Queen of Stones here, right? That charismatic, connected, sharing, right? Energetic, passionate spirit. I very much, you know, the fire or stones in this case, I definitely connect to that with the Kundalini energy. So yeah, you know, moving from and really mastering that passion. Absolutely. Passion is major here. I'm seeing it. This is really beautiful. All right, guys. Let's get a piece of art. We'll get closing guidance. Then we'll take a quick look at the underlying energies, see what kind of story they have to tell. All right, and I'm wanting to go further up this way for Pisces to the left. The metaphysical muse. How appropriate is that? That is amazing. And, you know, we see the dark and the light. We have this bullseye here on this map, right? Knowing where we're going and just, you know, letting, or, you know, knowing our path, but just letting it keep on opening up before us. But yeah, the metaphysical muse. I feel like that just says it all right there. And then we have this Christ figure across the way when he's pointing the way, right? And this guy's fearful, right? I mean, like I said, with this extra appendage, you know, people are like, you know, and it's not like you actually have a physical extra appendage, but I feel like people are just kind of gonna, it's like they can sense something about you. You know, and of course it's not this dramatic what you're experiencing in real life, but I mean, I know I've experienced it as well. People just get triggered rather easily and are afraid of what they don't know. And you are the metaphysical muse here.